So my life just took a completely unexpected turn. The man who I was with for almost 2 years, who also acted as my youngest father because his father is a drug addict and an alcoholic, left, packed up all of his stuff and just left. I was gone for 2 weeks. I was going to stay away for those 2 weeks to try and give us space to try to figure out what we were going to do next, and he up and just left me with the house that we're in, supposed to be in until June, left my 2-year-old, who he was supposed to be the father to, and now I'm trying to figure out things on my own. So here's 30 days of info into my life.
Okay, so what she's basically saying is the guy that she was dating, she said she left for 2 weeks, came back, and he was just up and gone. He was the stepfather to her 2-year-old child. But for some apparent reason, the guy just decided to walk away. I really wish I had his side of the story, because baby, it had to be something that occurred, in this relationship to where this man wanted to just walk away. He took the opportunity. She said she was gone for 2 weeks to try to figure out. So were they like separated? Did they do like take a break or something? And then he decided to leave because he probably realized that this was not a beneficial situation for him, that it was probably too much. I would need to hear both sides of the story, because one thing I've learned, and just by watching women, speak, is that they'll only give their side of the story. They'll only give a partial side of the story. They don't tell you everything else that's going on. Anything that would implicate them or make them look bad, they don't tell you that part. So they're leaving out a whole bunch. There had to be something that went on between her and the man for him to just up and leave like that, because he was there in a relationship. But something transpired that she's not telling us to make him want to up and leave that relationship. And once again, he's a single father. Maybe he realized his worth. Maybe he realized that this was not going to work out because he can't measure up, or she's not treating him right. And this is something he realized that he didn't have to do, because apparently that's not his child. He may not have children. So maybe it was too much for him to maintain. Maybe it was a financial situation. It could be a multitude of reasons as to why this man realized that this is not a good fit for him. So he has every right to get up and move on. He don't have to stay in something that doesn't suit him, or that's not beneficial to him. Just like women feel the need to walk away from relationships that don't serve them, a man could decide to leave as well. It's unfortunate if the kid, got to know him and really care for him. That's unfortunate, because the child is always the innocent victims in all of this. These children don't ask for this. This is the parents doing. But this is one of those things where women, I don't know, and I hate to sound like this, because I know women like to say, oh, you a pick me. All you do is talk about women. Yeah, because women are the ones who do a lot of crazy shit, and you never get called out. And it's to the point now y'all done dogged out men so harshly. We have no other recourse but to turn to women to say, hold on, wait a minute. Every man that you've been with wasn't no deadbeat. Every man wasn't a narcissist. Every man wasn't abusive. Wait a minute. What's wrong with you? Because we never addressed what's wrong with you. So we have no other recourse but to turn toward the women to analyze y'all, to say, wait a minute, because I'm a woman and I know the nature of a bunch of y'all. I know how women act. I know y'all not perfect. I know y'all got some with your gig. So I know. So I know you ain't pulling no wool over my eyes. See, that's the thing. You could try to pull it over a man's eye, but you ain't pulling it over my. I know what women do. I know the connivingness of women. I know the foolery of women. So you can't pull it over my eyes. I get it. This is why they like to tout that whole sisterhood. No, because that's a bunch of BS. That's so y'all could cover for each other. Nah, that don't help the situation. I just know that there's more to the story. And I know a lot of women try to cover their own, behinds, and they want you to just believe that, oh, this man just got up one day out for no apparent reason and just left you and your child's life, and he to never be found. He just up and left. There was no real reason or rhyme as to why he did it. I don't believe that for one bit. I think the man probably got tired of the shenanigans. He got tired of the situation, whatever that was, and he got the hell up out of there. So he could have some peace within himself. Like it probably had to been something going on that was not good for his mentality for him to just get up and leave. And it is what it is. And I'm like, kudos to him for doing so. You know, you have to preserve your own peace. You have to make sure that you are doing things that are going to enhance your life and not make it worse. You know, that don't only goes for women. I think men want peace too, and they want a peaceful life too. And I think more men need to be, you know, in that space. First off, you know, if you happen to get in a relationship with a woman and she appears to be a good woman and all that, that's cool. You don't know anything other than what you see. And then you realize a couple of months down the road she's back crazy and she's just doing too much. You can walk away. It's okay. Y'all don't have to sit there and take that. And I think for far too long, men have thought that, oh, you know what? If I'm committed, if I like her, then I have to do this. I have to be the one to take the high road, and I got to do this. No, you don't always have to do that because they're not. And they expect you not to. But when men start walking away and start realizing their own worth and realize that you could do much better, it's a wrap for a lot of these women. These modern women, it's going to be a wrap because men you don't want to settle, then he's not going to settle. He don't have to. That's the thing. And this is why I think some of these women like men to be at a disadvantage. Even though you complain about, oh, he ain't got no job, he dusty. Some of y'all like that so you can have the upper hand and control them. And that's what a lot of y'all are used to too. A man who don't have much so you could talk to him crazy, disrespect him, you know, just have the upper hand and he just stay because he don't have no other resources available. Like he don't have enough money to live by himself or whatever. So he depend on you for a lot of things. And so y'all like to have that advantage and that upper hand over a man just to make him feel even more small. But when you have a man who has his stuff together and he don't need you, he can up and leave. Oh, they're the ones who are intimidated by that. You don't like that he doesn't have a whole lot, but at the same time, you like it because you can have the control. But the minute he realized, you know what, I don't got to deal with this. To hell with this, and he get up and walk away, then y'all mad and bitter and start making up stories and lies because you mad that the man decided, I don't need you. You ain't as good as you think you are. And I realize that now, and I'm walking away. So I say shout out to any man that realizes his worth and realize that you don't have to put up with these shenanigans. You could do better than that. You could find somebody that will respect you and want to be with you. You don't have to deal with a woman controlling you and treating you badly. You really don't have to do that. So once again, I don't know this full story. I don't believe she's telling the full story. I don't know what that is, but I don't believe that she's telling it all. But shout out to that man for walking away from something that didn't serve him and moving on. That's all I'm going to say on that. Listen, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.